Yes, I mean this is a VK Sinha senior faculty. This is VK Sinha senior faculty member, Pahuja Law Academy. The subject matter today is the introduction to jurisprudence. This is the subject matter. Introduction to jurisprudence. Under this head, we will study the overview, because the students in the beginning should know the overview of the subject matter jurisprudence, you see. Overview. Purpose behind understanding the overview is to enable both the teacher fraternity and the student to understand the entire basic content of the subject matter jurisprudence. Entire basic content of the subject matter jurisprudence, you see. This subject matter of jurisprudence, therefore, is subdivided into 5 important parts. So, first you should introduce yourself as to what we have to study. 5 important parts. This subject matter is split into 5 important parts. The 5 important parts it starts with part 1. The students are expected to understand the entire scheme of the study of jurisprudence. This is part 1. Part 1, relates to, this part 1 relates to the province of, this relates to the province of jurisprudence. Province of jurisprudence. And under this head, we study 4 important parts, you see. First one is the literal meaning of the term jurisprudence. First one is the literal meaning of the term jurisprudence. The second one is the varied definitions provided by different jurists. Second one is the varied definitions provided by different jurists, varied definitions. And once you, cross through the literal meaning and the varied definitions of jurisprudence, then we have to conclude the nature, scope and content of the subject matter jurisprudence, the nature is scope and content use. And then in part 1, we will study the different schools of thought, different schools of thought, and lastly we will study, in course of studying the different schools of thought, we will study the relationship between jurisprudence, and the other social sciences. तो ये जो पार्ट 1 है, this part 1, I mean revolves around, you see, this part 1 which covers certain important items of study revolves around, you see, the subject matter, which is known as province of jurisprudence. This is known as province of jurisprudence. एक तो ये पढ़ना. So before I could ascertain the important PT and main question, you see. First of all, you should understand the basic overview of, the subject matter jurisprudence. So this is known as, you see, this is known as province of jurisprudence. This is known as province of jurisprudence. This is known as province of jurisprudence, you see. The second one is part, and the second one is part 2. Part 2 of, in course of introducing the subject matter, you see, there is a purpose behind, you see, In order to understand, the basic, subjective and objective questions relating to jurisprudence, first of all, you should, introduce yourself to this subject matter, you see. You should introduce yourself to this subject matter. So, this subject matter, the first one was province of jurisprudence, and then we switch over to, part 2nd, you see. Then we switch over to part 2nd. So, if you switch over to part 2nd, part 2nd deals with, sources of law. Part 2nd deals with sources of law. When you say, sources of law, it means, from where the law emanates. You see. So this is the, second leg of, of the subject matter jurisprudence, you see. This is the second important leg of the subject matter jurisprudence, you see. The third, come to third one. This is part 3. Now part 3 in this connection deals with, certain concepts, you see. And deals with certain concepts. This part deals with state and sovereignty. State sovereignty. This part deals with state sovereignty. Law. This part deals with state sovereignty, law, and administration of justice. So this is the, third leg. You see, you see, if you, once you, I mean, it's trying to, I mean, introduce this subject matter, I mean, this is the third part, third important leg of, I mean, jurisprudence, you see, the subject matter, you see. This is, I mean, state sovereignty, law and administration of justice. State sovereignty, law and administration of justice. And then you switch over to, I mean, that is part 4. And then you switch over to part 4. Part 4 actually deals with certain legal concepts, juridical concept. इसको हम लोग कहते हैं, I mean, legal concepts, and it deals with certain legal concepts, you see, deals with certain legal concepts. Legal concepts deals with certain legal concepts, and legal concepts include and legal rights and duties. एक तो ये इंक्लूड कर रहा है लीगल राइट्स एंड ड्यूटीज, लीगल राइट्स एंड ड्यूटीज, legal rights and duties, possession, property and ownership, possession. आप इसको समझ लीजिए. Part 4 deals with certain legal concepts. Part 4 deals with certain legal concepts, you see. Legal, which includes legal rights and duties. Legal rights and duties, I mean, concept of possession, property and ownership. Concept of possession, property and ownership, and legal personality. And legal personality. So this is part 4. No, this is part 4. I mean, part 4 of the subject matter of, this is part 4 of the subject matter of, I mean, jurisprudence. This is part 4 of the subject matter, and the last one is the concluding part, you see, and the last one is the concluding part, you see. The last one is the concluding part, you see. And under this part, you see, the last one is the concluding part, and under this part we, I mean, study, that is part 5, that is part 5, which includes the recent trends and recent trends of jurisprudence. Recent trends of jurisprudence. The last part is recent trends of jurisprudence in India. In India, you see. इसलिए आप लास्ट पार्ट को लिखेंगे. I mean, you should also, you can also put it this way: recent trends in Indian jurisprudence. Recent trends, you see, recent trends in Indian jurisprudence. So, I mean, this is the introductory part of the subject matter jurisprudence. This is the introductory part of the subject matter of jurisprudence, you see. And under this head, I mean, introductory part of the subject matter of jurisprudence, I mean, this is covered under, the entire subject matter is covered under 5 important parts, you see. तो जो भी क्वेश्चन बनेगा, वो चाहे सब्जेक्टिव हो या ऑब्जेक्टिव क्वेश्चन, जो भी क्वेश्चन बनेगा, है ना, आई मीन, वो चाहे सब्जेक्टिव हो या ऑब्जेक्टिव हो, आई मीन, these questions will emanate from, these questions will only emanate from this part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4 and part 5, you see. So first of all, as a student of law, you are expected to know as to under this head, the subject matter jurisprudence, and what is the scheme of, what is the introductory scheme, and a introductory scheme which explains the entire province, the entire content, nature and scope of jurisprudence. You see, entire content, nature and scope of jurisprudence. You see, so my first sample lecture, and a sample lecture is to introduce you, first of all, is to introduce you with the important parts of the subject matter, that is jurisprudence. You see, पहले तो आप इससे है ना परिचित हो. First of all, you should know the destination of this subject matter. First of all, you should know the destination of this subject matter. You see, once you cross through, the definition, once you cross through, the scheme of the study of, this subject matter, that is jurisprudence. You see, then you have to start with, हम इसको मिटा रहे हैं, then you have to start with the first part, that is part 1. Then you have to start with the first part, that is part 1. You see, first part, that is part 1. You see, and this part consists of two things. You see, this part consists of two things. You see, अब ये जो पार्ट है, this part consists of two things. पहला, the first one is the literal meaning of the term jurisprudence. तो एक क्वेश्चन तो यहीं से आता है, the literal meaning of the term jurisprudence. You see, the literal meaning of the term jurisprudence is. So, when you start with the literal meaning, तो एक क्वेश्चन तो यहीं से probably. So this term jurisprudence is taken from, the term jurisprudencia. You see, this term jurisprudence is taken from a Latin term, which is known as jurisprudencia, and this jurisprudencia is made up of, two words. This is made up of two words. तो ये दो वर्ड से बना है ना. Jurisprudencia, this Latin word jurisprudencia is made up of two words. You see, first is juris, and the other word, and then the other term is prudentia. You see, and the other word is prudentia. Juris means law, and prudentia means knowledge. So it means juris means law and prudentia means knowledge. That means together these two words means knowledge of law. Means knowledge of law. Knowledge of law. There is a distinction between. अब यहां पर एक चीज जरा समझ लीजिए. There is a distinction between two important terms, you see. There is a distinction between two important terms. एक है टर्म लॉ और एक है टर्म दी लॉ. So there is a distinction between these two terms, you see. एक है term law and the other is the term the law. We are concerned, we are here concerned with, we are here concerned with the term law. In this subject matter of jurisprudence, we are concerned with the term law. And when we speak of, the term the law, the entire meaning changes, you see. The entire meaning changes. When we use the term the law, that refers to the actual concrete rule, you see. The actual concrete rule. The actual concrete rule, such as, law of contract or constitutional law, these are the concrete, definite rules. These are the actual rules. Jurisprudence is not concerned with the term the law. Jurisprudence is concerned with the, with the underlying principles of law. Underlying principles of law. Jurisprudence is concerned with the, philosophical aspects of law. Philosophical aspects of law. Every law has its own underlying principle. Every law has its own underlying principle, you see. So, in brief, we can say that jurisprudence is actually an investigation. Jurisprudence is actually an investigation into law. It is an investigation into law to find out, investigation into law to find out the essential principles of the law. To find out the essential principles of the law, you see. Essential principles of the It is not directly concerned with the actual principles. It is not directly concerned with the actual concrete law, you see. So it is a branch of knowledge. Jurisprudence is a branch of knowledge which investigates into. Branch of knowledge which investigates into the philosophy behind the law, the underlying principle, essential principles of law. जैसे for example, यहाँ पर आप तब हम ये कह सकते हैं, we can say that the object of jurisprudence is not to discover. Object of jurisprudence is not to discover new concrete rules, you see. Object of jurisprudence is not to discover new concrete rules, but to reflect on the rules. So as to arrive at the essential principles underlying the concrete law, you see. To arrive at the essential principle underlying the concrete law, you see. So अगर इसको आप एग्जाम्पल से, है ना, इंट्रोडक्टरी पार्ट को समझना बड़ा जरूरी है. अगर इसको एग्जाम्पल से, so we can say that there are two kinds of law. एक तो हो गया एक्चुअल रूल्स ऑफ लॉ. तो एक्चुअल रूल्स ऑफ लॉ में जैसे आपको, है ना, इंडियन पेनल कोड हो गया, तो ये एक्चुअल कंक्रीट रूल्स हो गया. एक्चुअल रूल ऑफ लॉ में जैसे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल लॉ हो गया. और एक हो गया, सेकेंड हो गया, है ना, प्रिंसिपल फिलॉसफी बिहाइंड द एक्चुअल रूल. प्रिंसिपल एंड फिलॉसफी बिहाइंड द एक्चुअल रूल, है ना. जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल in the field of constitutional law, I mean there is a, principle. एक प्रिंसिपल है जिसका नाम है कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनलिज्म. अब ये एक सिद्धांत है. कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनलिज्म ये एक एसेंशियल प्रिंसिपल ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. ये एक फिलॉसफी. दिस इज अ फिलॉसफी. यू सी, jurisprudence is directly concerned with the philosophical aspects of law, not the concrete law. Its purpose, object is not to discover the concrete law, but to understand the, philosophy, the aspects of the philosophy of law or the underlying principle. जैसे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल लॉ का एक प्रिंसिपल हो गया, देखिए ये एक सिद्धांत हो गया. कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनलिज्म, यू सी, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनलिज्म इज अ फिलॉसफी. इट इज नॉट अ कंक्रीट लॉ, इट इज अ फिलॉसफी. एंड इट रेफर्स टू, और इसका जो अर्थ है बड़ा सिंपल है. इट रेफर्स टू, लिमिटेड गवर्नमेंट यूज. इट रेफर्स टू लिमिटेड गवर्नमेंट यूज. सीमित सरकार, लिमिटेड गवर्नमेंट. Similarly, there are certain principles of criminal law. जैसे मेंस रिया और एक्टस रियस. you see, actus reus. And these are principles, these are basic principles of criminal law. So, jurisprudence is not concerned with detailing out. Jurisprudence is not concerned with detailing out and each offense. It only deals with the basic principles. It only deals with the basic principles. You see. So we can conclude. हम एक निष्कर्ष दे सकते हैं that it is a branch of philosophy or theory. एक निष्कर्ष हम दे सकते हैं, this is a branch of philosophy or theory which includes a systematic branch of a philosophy or theory which includes a systematic arrangement of and a general principles of law. So, in this sample lecture, and please get my point, you see, in this sample lecture, the purpose of behind this sample lecture is to first of all introduce the subject matter to the student. Introduce the subject matter, and that subject matter, as I told you just now, is subdivided into. That subject matter is subdivided into, 5 parts, you see. So we, dealt with the 5 important parts of jurisprudence. We dealt with the literal meaning of jurisprudence. We dealt with the difference between the term the law and law. We dealt with, the scope, the subject matter of jurisprudence, and that is the subject matter of jurisprudence, and to deal with or investigate into the essential principles of laws. So once you understand this introductory part, you see, अब यहाँ पर once you understand this introductory part, अब यहाँ पर आपको है ना नेक्स्ट पार्ट 2 से, नेक्स्ट क्लास से, है ना, क्या ऑब्जेक्टिव इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन बनता है, क्या सब्जेक्टिव इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन बनता है, इसको ब्रीफली लेकर हम लोग चलेंगे, 2-3 पार्ट में खत्म करेंगे. थैंक यू.